Whoever did this, might as well get them death.
My wife, my son, my granddaughter's dead.
I got you.
Imagine coming home after a long day, only to find yourself in the middle of a crime scene so horrifying it would haunt even the most experienced officers. On January 4th, 2016, a chilling 911 call sent police rushing to a quiet home in Columbus, Georgia. What they found inside was beyond anyone's worst nightmare, a brutal crime that left an entire family slain. But who could have committed such an unthinkable act, and why? As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered shocking details that would send shivers down the spine of an entire community. Stay with me as we unravel this disturbing case.
The story begins in Columbus, Georgia, on the morning of January 4th, 2016. Columbus 911 received an alarming call.
Columbus 911 was added to the emergency. Please send someone, please. I want to kill my family.
Someone killed your family?
Somebody killed my came home, my family's dead. My wife, my son, my granddaughter's dead.
Hold on. It's an apartment or a resident?
This is a resident.
Resident. What's your name?
My name is Robert Short. I checked that bus, they've been beaten.
After receiving call, the officers responded to a home in the community of Upatoi. Corporal John Pappy, consistent with protocol, parked his cruiser on the street, walked up the driveway, and entered the residence. He and his fellow officers coordinated the clearing of the house. Corporal Pappy stated that as he moved through the home, he saw two victims lying on the ground with blood all around them. He could tell they were deceased. The officers proceeded further into the home, reaching the master bedroom's walk-in closet. There, they found a young man lying on the ground, bound with tape. Corporal Pappy, an ex-military officer, said he had witnessed many things in his career, but this was one of the most horrific scenes he had ever encountered.
You got an open window right there. Very tense up.
The scene was consistent with a burglary that ended in the murder of everyone in the house. Detective Alan Malone spoke with Robert Short, the homeowner who had called 911. Robert identified the bodies as his wife, 54-year-old Gloria Short, his son, 17-year-old Caleb Short, and his granddaughter, 10-year-old Gianna Lindsay. Due to the size of the home, Detective Malone knew it would take a significant amount of time to process the scene for evidence. Lieutenant Mike Myhand described the scene as horrific. Gloria was lying at the end of the hallway in a pool of blood. As he walked past her, he saw Gianna in the living room. Gianna had suffered brutal injuries, especially considering she was only 10 years old. He observed that both Gloria and Gianna were wrapped in blue painter's tape and duct tape. Next to Gianna was a 20-pound dumbbell covered in blood. Investigators suspected that the assailant had used the dumbbell to beat Gianna. Caleb's body was found in the master bedroom's walk-in closet. Detectives noticed small pieces of grass on his socks, indicating he had spent some time outside. This discovery led them to search the backyard, where they found pieces of duct tape. Detectives then brought Robert Short to the station for questioning.
Mr. Short, I just need to be able to take some pictures of you real quick, sir. You mind? Can you stand for me? Are you able to stand? Can you hold your hands up for me? Just palm up.
Sorry. I'm Detective Malone with Columbus Police Department. Assault here. Been assigned to take the investigate this case, okay? You know, understand the circumstances, but you okay to talk to me now? I know it's a difficult time for you. I just try to ask you a couple questions about, try to recap to me about what occurred from the time that you got home today. So please just walk me through and tell me what occurred.
I was driving to the house and saw the garage door up. The car was on. First I thought my wife had gone to a hair salon, but I saw my other car was in the driveway. It was on.
What car is that?
2004 GMC Envoy.
What color is it?
I mean, we had been driving for a while because the brakes are bad. My wife been driving a Volkswagen Beetle, which was in the garage. It was gone.
What year is that Volkswagen?
2014.
What color is it?
It's silver. The garage was open. The attic door was hanging down. The lights on in the attic. And something was wrong because my wife's haircut was outside and the car was supposed to be parked, and I saw some blood. Some arrows from the attic, bow arrows was laying there by the door. Something was wrong, so because nobody opened the attic with me. The door was open, the back door was open.
The back door was open?
It's open, yeah.
And when you say the back door, what door are you talking about?
When you go through the garage, the door goes to the kitchen.
The garage door?
Garage door. The garage door was open up, but the door to the house.
Okay.
Like the side door.
Okay. So it was wide open?
It was open, it was ajar. So I went in. My wife was laying in the hallway, face down. And stuff was scattered everywhere. And I checked the pulse and
Now, when you say you checked the pulse, where you check the pulse at? Carotid artery.
And I saw my granddaughter laying in the living room, face up. I checked her pulse and she was cold. And I started running through the house looking for my son, calling his name. He went in his room. So I ran back out to my room and found him in my bedroom closet, tied up.
Take your time.
I didn't check the house no further than that. I came back out and went back in and checked him again.
So you say you came back out?
I came back out to my wife and went back and checked on him, and I couldn't get him back up. I started trying to call 911. I haven't taken a couple of minutes to call 911 because I was also.
Now, with your son, did you check his pulse also?
Yeah.
And mentioned that your granddaughter, you check her pulse.
Yeah.
I got some personnel. They're going to get you some other clothes because we're going to have to collect the clothes that you have on. Once we collect those, then we'll get you out of here. Your son, Robert Short Jr., he's apparently downstairs waiting for you right now. He just got here, he called, and he'll be downstairs waiting for you. And once we get that done, collect the clothes, we'll get you some place for clothes on to wear, then you'll be free to go.
Robert returned for a follow-up interview the next day.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Short? All right, I apologize for the wait. Just coming down, meet with me. Yes, sir. No. I understand. On that particular day, what occurred from the time you got up, left the house, went to work, saw, came back home. From the following day before to now.
Time I got up, I get up at 5:40. I work at night, I'm up in the morning and I go to sleep around noon, so I get up at 5:40.
Yes.
Go get up and go straight to work. So I get up at 5:40 and all I do is get dressed and go straight to work. That's what I did. I got up and got dressed. When I get up, I didn't see Kayla. Kayla was in this room. There's always no pain cancers. But I did see, I saw Shamika, the mother, and my wife. They was all in the living room.
Just clarify, what day are you referring to? What particular day? It's January 4th.
It would be the third Sunday.
Okay.
So we're Saturday night. Sunday night was my last night. And I still went to work. That's what I normally do. Takes me 20-25 minutes to get to work. It's on traffic. I was there, work from 7 to 7. Worked all night. We were there to like change the shift between 6:45 and 7:15. We didn't really have any patients in ICU where I worked at. So I helped them all the floors. But no change the shift. Sometimes we just hang out and socialize a bit, talk about different things. We did oncoming shift. That's what we did. I think I looked at the clock, it was like 7:20. So me and Mary, the person who worked that night, we walked out the parking lot together and drove home. When I got home, went through the driveway, I noticed the garage door was open. Both the cars were gone. The attic door was hanging down, open, and I think the light was on. Some arrows were laying out in the garage, in the attic. My wife's cat was laying in the middle of the garage. And when I started walking up there, I thought, maybe something was wrong right away. Both cars gone, and I saw a cat laying down here. And blood spot rushed in there. I found her in the hall. Just like all. She was on face. She was face down. Checked her. She wants to respond.
Can you clarify what you mean by checked?
I just I shook her. Check her pulse. She was down. She was cold. And I saw right where I saw to check her. And she was faced up. And she was cold too. And take her pulse. Right there. Go back to pulse. Don't feel nothing. And I started screaming, yelling for Caleb. Ran back to the bedroom. He went in there. And I ran back. I come back through the house. I ran back over again. Went to our bedroom. And I saw Caleb. The closet door was open. The walk-in closet, so I came in there. And I checked his pulse. Sort of externally at that time. I ran back to Caleb. Started yelling his name. Hit my phone. Started calling 911. I was shaking so hard, it took me a couple times to get through it. Outside calling, and then go back in the house.
You say you went outside. What door you did you go by?
I got the back door, garage.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I was calling people. I tried to call Shamika first, and she wasn't answering at first.
Yeah.
She never did answer. And I called my brother. So I did. The police came.
At any time that you look around the residence, check in other rooms, see if anything was missing?
No, I didn't go back in the house.
You never go back in the house?
No, I haven't noticed anything missing or not. I wasn't concerned with anything missing at the time. So I can.
Anything stand out to you that seemed out of the ordinary? Out of place? Anything was moved or disturbed?
I just recall a lot of stuff on the floor, but I can't recall what it was. Something I can't remember. It was a ceramic bowl, like a color bowl. That's one thing I can recall, but there's more than that on the floor. But it was a lot of stuff gathered on the floor.
Where is that bowl located at that you went to?
No, located in the pantry.
Did you own any weightlifting equipment?
Some dumbbells.
Some dumbbells? How many of them you own?
2 gray dumbbells that was the plastic dumbbell with the sand, I guess the sand inside of it. 2 of those I had up a long time. Just recently, last year, year before, I bought some black metal dumbbells. And I think they was in my closet, or I think the gray ones definitely in my closet. And the black ones, maybe in Caleb's room, but they used to be black ones, those black ones.
How long you and your wife been married?
19 years, be 20 years in May, this May. was retired military.
Top military, what branch of service? Army. How many years you did in Army? 21. What regime was?
Also, 91D, initially, which is medic, and also 91 Charlie, which is basically like an LPN. Then I got my bachelor's degree as a nurse. So I've been basically in the medical fields all career.
Oh, okay. Okay, you retired from the military. What type of work did Miss Gloria do?
She was medical clerk, worked in outpatient surgery.
Was she currently employed?
She got medical retired almost 3 years ago.
Now, Caleb, was he employed anywhere? How old is Caleb? 17. Was he currently in school?
This is junior year.
Before as you know, what type of activities was Caleb involved in?
He liked to play basketball. This past year, so not quite into basketball. He just played in the yard, neighbor's yard. But this past year, he chose to drop off playing basketball. The interest in basketball sort of faded. Get more back into game playing because he was before basketball. He was into game, playing. So this year, sort of got back into that. Some more games past year.
You want to say game? What type of games referring to?
PlayStation 4.
Oh,
Following it this summer. So he sort of got back into PlayStation. He had an old PlayStation 3 and the Xbox that he almost completely stopped playing. So he got back into playing Xbox and PlayStation this summer.
Did he have a lot of friends?
Not that many friends. He was a big socialized person. He didn't socialize that much.
Was he stay-at-home type, kind of quiet, kept to himself? Describe that way. Did he have any problems with anybody? I know I've asked you this already, but I'll ask you again. Do you think did he have any issues with anybody at school?
No. He was safe, he did, but he had issues.
Did you or your wife have any problems with anybody? Anybody was mad and she was upset at you? Did your wife or son, did you have insurance, insurance policies on there?
Yeah.
From your work? What's the life insurance policy that you, how much was the life insurance policies?
It's like 20 or 30,000. Had a lot of money.
How much you had on you?
400,000.
400,000.
30.
30. Has anyone came forth with any information or anything that they possibly heard about what occurred?
With 2 vehicles stolen from the crime scene, investigators knew multiple suspects were involved. Lead Detective Malone went to the coroner's office to observe the autopsies. He later admitted that at one point, he became very emotional while watching Gianna's autopsy because she was the same age as his own daughter. Lieutenant Greg Touchberry believed that Gloria and Gianna were unlikely to have been the targets of such violence. Detectives considered another possibility: Caleb, the 17-year-old. Investigators wanted to determine who Caleb had been in contact with before the murders, so they obtained a search warrant for his phone records. One of the people Caleb had recently communicated with was a family member named Javar Tapley.
Sorry about the wait, man.
It's okay.
Man, it took a while. First of all, I want to thank you, for, coming down and cooperating with us and, willing to help us with what's been going on. We just want to try to, meet with some of the family members, just want to see what information that they have or anything that they do. Tell me about Caleb. Who is he to you, first of all?
My cousin.
What type of kid was Caleb?
Caleb, now his mouth can be little, but Caleb was the sweetest kid you'll ever meet, sir. Sweetest kid.
Okay, he was real sweet.
He'll never harm anybody else. Of course, everybody talk a little smack here now and then. I do it myself. I'm pretty sure you do it from time to time, but other than that, Caleb didn't have no problems with anybody, not that I know. basically I was his only kind of brother figure. Like,
Right.
and he was kind of only mine because me and him used to go on vacation.
Mhm.
We're out there with stuff like that. Like I was telling him, I didn't know too much about Caleb's social life. All I knew is when I come out there, it would just be me, him, and his friends.
Right.
Somebody with your homeboys at high school. You know, y'all sit around, joke around, play basketball, talk about girls, stuff like that. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Right.
After interviewing Javar, investigators learned that one of the stolen vehicles had a GPS tracker. The GPS led them to Oakland Park, where both vehicles were located.
Investigators say they're processing 2 cars that were missing from the crime scene, but there's no word right now if any arrests were made or if any suspects have been named.
After crime scene technicians photographed the cars, they towed them to the processing bay. Investigators sprayed luminol, a chemical that glows blue when it comes into contact with blood, throughout the vehicles. The armrest, steering wheel, and gear shift illuminated, indicating the presence of blood. Swabs were taken from common touch points and submitted for DNA testing. The funeral for Gloria, Caleb, and Gianna took place with around 1,200 people in attendance. Gloria's former co-workers paid their respects. Caleb's high school classmates and friends attended, and Gianna's Girl Scout troop came to honor her memory. A few days after the murders, police received a call from a woman who claimed that her son was involved in the theft of the stolen vehicles. Columbus police went to her residence to speak with her.
So he said that he was with a friend. What's the friend's name?
All I know is
Weta?
and Weta and some other boy. Another boy name. Wheat, huh? Weta. Yeah.
And he said they went to the house and
I don't know what house. They came in with some stuff. Where's your stuff, boy? Came back driving the car. My child did.
Okay.
Whatever they find in Oakland Park.
Police then brought in the woman's son, Raheem Gibson, for questioning.
I just want to see what was going on because honestly, I don't know what's going on. Your mom and sister are worried for you. We're just trying to put things together, and I don't know what's going on. So, how old are you? 19. Okay. What's the highest level of education you completed?
Ninth grade.
Okay, spell your first name for me.
R-A.
Middle initial?
D.
D. And Gibson? How long you guys been dating?
About a
A year. You have any kids? It's a handful, isn't it? You working anywhere? What do you do all day? Being daddy? Okay. Like I said, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used in court as evidence against you. You're entitled to have a lawyer now and have him present now or anytime during questioning. If I cannot afford a lawyer, you will be appointed one without cost, and he may be present at all times during questioning. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer, you decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what you want to do is just right there is your signature. Sign that. I'm the witness. You're the signature. What about your friends? Who you normally hang out with? Javarcia, that's your closest friend? Is that his real name or that's just what you call him?
Yes,
The real name? Okay. Who's Weta? Javarcia is Weta. Okay.
Meanwhile, detectives continued to investigate Javar Tapley, the family member they had previously interviewed, to gather more information about Caleb.
But basically, I don't know. What, do you know why your mom was calling us and that's worried about you? Okay. Like I said, we're honestly here to help you because they're that worried about you. That they think that, now that they're worried for you. Okay? So that's why we're here to help you find out what's going on so we can all get on the same page. So tell me what happened. So let's just start off on Sunday. Where did you wake up January 3rd? Where did you sleep that morning? Okay. And what was the first time that you left that house, or just describe it?
Come over.
When you say he, I'm sorry.
Javarcia.
Okay, Javarcia. Do you know if he's been arrested for anything, or if he's on probation, or? So Jabbar said he texted you. Do you happen to remember what time?
12 p.m.
Okay. And you said, what did he text you? Okay. So Jabbar said he texted you, and you walk there, and you said you walk from Jones to. Okay. And you say, how long does that take you, roughly? Have you done this before, I take it?
Do it like every weekend.
Okay. And if you had to guess, do you think what? You said it takes you an hour 40, so you're there by roughly 2 o'clock. He was all at the house again on Calhoun?
When I got there, it was just granddad.
Okay. You get there, and describe how long are you there for?
2 hours.
Are you guys talking about anything, or what are you guys doing for these 2 hours?
Yeah, we was talking about going to his cousin's house.
Now when you say cousin, like I said, I just wanted to start from the beginning. You don't have a nickname for him, you just said that. Has he ever mentioned Caleb before?
Just when he used to go out there.
What did he say about anything? Or you like him? 2 hours later, so we're roughly, you think at 4 o'clock now? Okay, 4 to 5. What happens at 5 o'clock? Where do you guys go next?
Just walking.
Okay. Now, are you talking to anybody while you're in Benning Hills?
Just him.
I mean on your phone?
No.
Okay. Is he talking to anybody? Is it Dunquez or Quez? Quez. So he's got to live close to, you don't know what street though? Okay, so when do you finally meet up with Quez?
On the other side of RCDC.
Okay. Is Calhoun?
It's like a double hill. He's still on this side. We met him on the other side. Been in. Right.
Well, he lives around there. Okay, so Quez, and this is your first time you're meeting Quez?
No.
Okay. When have you
seen him around?
You've seen him around?
Hanging with him.
Okay. Do you have his number in your phone? And you described Quez as how tall?
A little shorter than me. Not that much.
Okay. His hair?
Fro.
Short afro.
Short.
Short is what, 2 inches?
Yeah, 2 inches.
Okay. Dark skin, light skin?
Light.
Okay. Does he have any tattoos, visible tattoos?
I don't know.
You know what school Quez went to?
Spencer. Yes. Staying near each other.
How old, if you had to guess, how old is Quez?
16.
You guys meet up in Benning Hills. Tell me what happens next.
We're gonna walk the hill, bro.
Okay. Now is Quez asking, saying, where the hell we going, man? This is kind of far. What's weird to say?
See, going to kill him.
Okay. Is it getting dark yet?
Yeah, it's dark.
Okay. Okay. So here we are. We're at the house. Does he give you a plan, or what's we to tell you? Does he give you a role?
No, he just says it's not. He ain't gonna tell who I am when we first come. So y'all just stand on the side.
But backing up, what did you say you saw in the driveway?
Basketball.
Okay, basketball. Was there any vehicles in the driveway at this time?
Yeah.
Okay. What vehicle was in that driveway? When you say truck, you know what color the truck was?
What?
Okay. Truck as in like it had an open part in the back or an SUV?
SUV.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So now you guys are at the front door, and he tells you what again?
You go on the side of the house because he's not gonna come out. He's 3 feet.
Okay. And so you and Quez are waiting at the side of the house. What are you guys talking about when you're on the side of the house? Seriously, I mean, you're probably like, what are you doing? Okay, tell me in your own words. What did he say to you?
They just be quiet like that. Okay. Then when he came to the door, he snatched.
Well, I mean, you say snatch. Just tell me, like, real simple terms. Did you see him put his hands on?
No. I just guess he snatched him. Did see when I heard it.
Okay. Now is the front door closed when you come around the front?
After being questioned for some time, Raheem eventually began describing what happened before the murders.
I never came. I came to the front of it.
Okay.
Look, y'all on the ground.
And so when you say he's on the ground, who's on the ground? Okay, are they fighting?
Just holding him on the ground.
Okay, who's on top? Okay, so Javarcier is physically just holding down, or has he got his knees on him, or how would you describe it?
Holding his hands on.
Okay. Okay, is he asking you to help him, or how does that work?
He asked me to help him. I said, hell no. And I just stood and just sat down. Then the other boy helped him. Shake.
Okay. When you say tie him up, I think rope, but what did they tie him up with? Okay. There's all kinds of tape. What color was the tape?
I guess duct tape, but it's gray.
Okay, so you're saying duct tape because it's gray or silver. Would you say silver or gray silver, but it's shiny? Okay. When he ties him up, what hands? What part? Show me.
Tied him up like this.
Okay. So his hands are like this?
No, like this.
Okay, like this? Okay. Any other tape, or he just tapes them all the way around like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's he saying to him at this time?
He just kept on saying,
Caleb is saying this?
No,
or okay.
Okay.
What's Caleb saying? He's gotta be saying.
Say why? You better be.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm sitting in the bushes, seeing him walk past with him.
Okay. And is he dragging Caleb, or
he's walking him.
Okay, he's walking him. Okay. And what's he saying to him?
Be quiet.
Okay. Guida and him, they go inside the house. Ink West. And you stay outside. Did they tell you to stay here, be the lookout, or why do you stay outside?
I don't want anything to do with that.
Did they ask you to come in?
Yeah, they kept on telling me to come.
If I had asked you what you did go there for, what would you say?
I said, go see what we got for Christmas.
Okay. So you're in the bushes. Do you see anybody drive by? Okay, so you don't see any lights or anything. Okay. How long were they inside the house?
Around 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay. What do you hear? You hear any noises? You don't hear anybody screaming?
No.
You don't hear anything? Okay. So 30 minutes, and then what's the next thing someone contacts you? What happens?
Chris came, said, come on for the girl. I said, what y'all do? He didn't say nothing. Then when I was getting in the car, Javarcier came out. He said he'll be right behind us to get more stuff.
Okay. Okay, so now you walk to the garage, correct? Okay. Now how do you know to be the driver or the passenger?
I wasn't gonna be the driver.
Okay.
Eggs, but I was the best.
Okay. And I'm not trying to put words, but are you helping them put things in the trunk, or?
Everything was.
Okay, so everything was already in it. Okay. What did you see that was in the vehicle?
Boxes.
Okay. Do you know any brand names of shoes or?
Jordans.
Any other Nikes? What else? TVs, PlayStations. No TVs. So they were there just to get was it jewelry, clothing?
I think I seen shoes.
Okay, shoes. Okay. When you're looking at the garage, it's a double car garage. Is the vehicle on the left side or the right side or in the middle? The middle. Okay. And when you come around, you get in the passenger seat. Is Quez already in there? You just sit in the car. Okay, getting in at the same time. And you say the boxes are in the back seat, or is there a trunk? I'm not.
Back seat.
Okay, back seat. Okay. How many boxes of shoes would you say?
6.
Okay.
7. 6 or 7.
Okay. And that's all you remember seeing is shoes. Okay. Describe the garage. What did you see in the garage?
I'm seeing bikes.
Like kids' bikes, grown-up bikes, all size bikes.
Cars.
Okay. How many would you say? Okay. And where are these bikes? Are they hanging on the wall, or are they from the ceiling?
They're just sitting.
Just sitting there in front of the VW, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so there's bicycles. Do you remember anything else in the garage?
Just the epic stairs.
Okay, so when you first see the garage, you see the vehicle, and you see stairs, and you're thinking, what the heck is up there? What is up there? Okay.
I asked them what was up there.
I went too. What was up there? Did they tell you? Now, are you just talking to Quez, or are you talking to Jaquavius too?
Just Quez, because I didn't see the varsity came out wanted.
Okay. So what did he do when he came out?
Told us to leave.
Okay.
He'd be right.
Is there anything in the other vehicle, the SUV? Is there anything in that vehicle? Nothing. So everything you think that was taken was in the VW Beetle? Okay. Why do you think Rita didn't leave with you? I mean, I'm just asking. Can you guess why?
He told us he was getting more stuff.
He said he was getting more stuff?
Better than I can ask, but steak one get it. Don't worry.
Okay, so you guys leave, and Wida is still there. Okay. Is the door open from the garage in? Can you see anything? Okay, see. Okay, the light was on. Can you describe any of the noises? Okay, did anybody yell, scream, anything break? Okay, so you guys back out, and Quez is driving. And tell me again, where do you go?
The same way we came.
The same exact route. Past the airplane place, past DMV, and KFC, that way back. Now, who tells you, or why do you guys go to your final resting spot? You don't go to your house, correct? Okay, so where do you go?
He called Quez, and then he drove to Rigdon Park.
Okay. Now, are you familiar with Rigdon Park? Okay. Do you know why? Do you know why that area? Okay. So you drive to Rigdon Park. I'm sorry. Where's your mouth? You arrive there, and as a passenger, and so you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long do you think you sit there?
30.
Okay. Does anybody call you, or do you call anybody?
Yeah.
Quez is on his phone again.
No, he called Quez, tell him he was on it.
Okay.
Yeah. He finally came and told us to leave.
Okay. And so how do you leave that Rigdon Park?
Go out the main entrance.
Okay, so you don't really, as soon as you leave the park, you turn left and go straight towards South Lumpkin Road. Okay, you just go straight up. Why is he still in the vehicle, and why does he make you guys walk?
So you're gonna take it somewhere else.
He didn't offer to drop you off? You didn't ask him?
He wasn't gonna get back.
You weren't gonna get back. When's the last time you see Quez?
We all walked together to the upstairs terminal.
Okay, so you stayed on Calvin?
Yeah.
Okay, and is that where you sleep that night?
Most of the night I walked to Grandma.
What time do you think you walked to your grandma's house? Guido, when's he come back?
He came back the same when we always done with it.
Okay, you guys walk from Rigdon Park, correct? And you walk straight there. Okay, and but Guido drives somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
But he was already there when we got it.
Oh, so he beat you back. Okay. Okay. And his grandmother lives on Calhoun Road. He lives with his grandmother. Do you have any idea what time that is, or?
The shoes are in the Beetle. When did the shoes leave the Beetle?
He had them there at his grandmother's house because they switched them. They switched it out the cars when we met at Rigdon.
Okay, so when he arrives at Rigdon Park, you're still there. You guys load up the SUV, and then you walk. Okay. So where are the shoes now?
In the truck.
In the truck. Okay.
Says he's gonna ditch the car.
Okay, so he never brings the shoes back to his grandmother's house?
He did. I don't know.
When did you see the shoes at the grandmother's house?
God did.
Okay. Okay, so you last saw the shoes technically in the VW, get put in the SUV. You walk to Calhoun, but he's already there with the shoes and no SUV. Okay. And then did you guys sit around, talk? They smoke? What do they do?
Smoke.
What's he talk about? Did he tell you what happened inside? You don't get into this?
I kept asking what he did. Why he stayed. He stayed. He walked.
Okay.
And I was like, I got my business. Did something.
Why do you think he did something bad at that time?
It was affecting him.
So, I know you know more about what happened from the news, but what do you think happened out there?
Yes, they say he killed them brutal. So I guess he beat them to death.
Was he bloody? Did you ever see any blood on him?
No.
I believe you're very, very truthful with me. But you know we're taking all kinds of DNA from that house. I just need to know, were you inside that house?
No, sir.
Okay. Can we take your DNA to prove that you weren't in that house? Okay. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna swallow them out, that's all it is. But you do understand the seriousness of what happened out there?
Yes, sir. That's why.
I'm sure it's weighing on you because you said you haven't eaten since that. And who have you confided in? Because I know you can't keep it
That's their mom.
How much details did you get into with your sister?
I just said he did it. That's all.
What were you wearing that night?
Peter jacket.
Jeans jacket. What color is it?
Black.
What pants were you wearing?
Gray sweat.
Where are these clothes now? Are they all together?
Scattered around.
Have they been washed or you just threw them on? Were they wearing gloves?
I seen the bar shit. They don't do that stuff. It's good.
Describe the gloves. Rubber gloves, mittens. Rubber. Okay, what about Quez?
See him put
Okay. They didn't wear any type of mask? I mean, I don't understand why would they go do this to his cousin?
Oh, I knew. Clearly.
I mean, there's one thing from robbing somebody, stealing something, but
why you take it to that level?
So, in your opinion, do you think Quez was in there while they were being beat up and beat?
Doubt it, because there wouldn't be no other reason for him to stay there. Him to stay there and tell us to go. That what he had. He might have known, but I don't think he helped or did it.
Quez, what was Quez wearing? Jacket, what color jacket?
Like, I think it was a hoodie.
Okay. Anything written on it?
No. It looked like one Dollar Tree.
Okay. What do you know what he's wearing underneath? Okay, what type of pants? Color, sweatpants. What pants?
Black, maybe silky white.
Okay, what is Guido wearing?
Blue hoodie.
You sure about that or are you guessing?
think he lies.
Who does, Weta? Did you see any blood on Weta when he came back to Calhoun?
No.
I mean, I know this is weighing on you. You gotta kind of just know that he's wrong.
He was there. His mother was there. Girl, I was like, you know, all three of them longer than me. So if you think I'm trying to snitch on him, you might try to kill me now. But he killed his own family and he lose to a friend.
Where do you think he is now?
All of his grandma.
Does he have guns? Does he normally carry guns?
No.
I mean, I know you've been thinking about this, but I mean, is that what you think he went out there to take his shoes and something happened? And
Yeah. Just think so.
Did you hear any demands or what he was telling them to do?
Caleb was offering stuff.
What was Caleb offering?
Just games and stuff.
Did you mention something that he said where they tied him up or where they put everybody, or did you say something about a closet? Or
Yeah.
who said that?
Yes.
Okay, what did he say?
It's what he doing with the people. He said he can go on.
You know what closet? Say did he tie him up or did they tie him up with or?
He asked. I just knew he tied up the boy.
Is there anything else that would help us make sense out of this? Anybody else we need to talk to? Anybody else you think we need to talk to besides Quez and Weta? Do you think they told anybody?
I ain't been talking about it since today.
So you haven't talked to him since?
Once today?
What he said?
Yes, my report out. Today, I had some kind of smoking and stuff.
Weta's phone number is in your phone.
it's had to be weighing down.
Girl. Like 10 years. I never think you'll do.
This is, like I said, swallows. No, I mean, this is very involved. Okay? You are in the middle. Okay? I'd lie to you if I said I don't know about what you're charged with. Like I said, I can't promise you we're all going to discuss this or whatever, but you can understand that we are, 3 days into this, and now we're just finding out. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that you were the worst person, this was your idea, but just like everybody's involved, you have something to put in it. Okay? So I'm not saying that no, you're tonight, no. But there's a difference between what you're saying and cooperating to what happens to you. That I'm gonna say I do not know. Yeah, this is, you know how big this is. There have been people talking about this from all over. Okay, this is a very big thing. Okay, trying to figure this all out, but now you're coming down here cooperating, and now, I mean, literally, go see what happens from here. You're not the last person. Okay. Now, do you know if him and Quez divided up things? What'd they give you out of it? You didn't do one thing. I'm not saying you're lying, but I just don't want to come back and say, he did this, he did that, or he was in the house. Okay. Like right now, I mean, yes, I'm very cooperative, very truthful, but we just don't want to come back and then say, you did go in the house. Even though you didn't swing at them or do something, you don't know if you were inside the house. What this is just saying, consent to draw saliva. You fully understand that your consent is necessary for saliva to be drawn. That any evidence developed from the sample is admissible as evidence against you in a court of law. Like I said, it is not blood. It is not. Like I said, the witness, you're the signature. Sign. Just open your mouth.
We're gonna go for a ride, okay? So you can show us this route. You enjoy your water. Since you're riding in one of our cars, it's a policy. It'll be comfortable in your ride.
Following Raheem's demonstration of the route the trio took on the night of the murders, he was arrested and charged with murder. Investigators then contacted a man who had called 911 about a strange individual he had seen on the night of the triple homicide.
Can you just briefly tell me about what occurred on the night that you reported this incident?
Yeah, I was actually, I left my house, I was running to the ATM to get some cash, and I was on the phone with my spouse, and as I was approaching the stop sign at the end of McKee Road, turning onto Highway 80, going back toward Midland, I noticed there was a guy. He was right when I was slowing down something. He was walking off the road onto the grass, and I'm looking back to see if there's traffic coming so I can go. And as I'm looking back, I don't know if he's looking at me thinking I'm looking at him, but he starts walking towards my car, just like he knows me, just walking towards my car, and I'm like, oh crap, this guy's walking towards me. And then I couldn't go because there was a car coming. He just keeps on walking. He probably got right there to the pavement of the road,
yes,
and I was able to go. I called 911 because never do we see someone out there at 9:18 at night at McKee Rock Road. I mean, there's no reason to be out there. He was wearing a dark color hoodie. The hoodie was on his head, and I would say he's a light-skinned guy.
When you say light-skinned guy, is he black, white?
He's a black guy, black male.
How old did he look to you?
Between, could have been younger, but I would say between 20 and 30.
If you give me a moment, I'll be right back with you shortly.
Okay.
Police developed a photo lineup of known associates of Raheem Gibson and Javar Tapley. The motorist positively identified 15-year-old Rufus Burks as the person he saw near the Short residence that night. Rufus Burks matched Raheem's description of Coos. Detective Touchberry stated that checking suspects' social media accounts was standard practice. The results of search warrants uncovered communications between Javar Tapley and Rufus Burks, with messages indicating their possible involvement in the crime. Detectives also recovered pictures of stolen items from the residence being traded or listed for sale. Detectives brought the two juveniles in for questioning. Rufus refused to speak and immediately requested a lawyer. Based on the witness identification and Rufus's communications with Javar, he was arrested and charged with murder. His alleged accomplice, Javar, willingly cooperated with investigators.
Oh, man. Apologize for the wait, man. Taking care of some airplanes. Stay busy. Man, I tell you again, man, I really do appreciate you. Appreciate your patience, man, and appreciate you sitting down here talking to us and everything.
Yeah, I have to get up and go to school in the morning.
Oh man, it's 11:59. You know, some people that say that you might have had something to do with it.
Yes, sir.
What you know about that?
Nothing. I mean, why would I do something like that? I told you my whereabouts. I'm not the team. Why would I do it?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
We just have to, you know, if people tell us something,
yeah,
we just have to check into it.
Yeah, honestly. I would never have something to do with it. Knowing all these years I've been knowing him, never even crossed my mind to do something like that, have anything to do with something like that. Feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No. I just can't. I can do that. I promise you that.
Because man, this was a terrible incident. Nobody deserved it.
They really did.
Nobody. So, you know, you got a child, teenager,
and a grandmother, and the same mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, I don't even see myself being in no situation like that.
And what's that?
Because I'm that type of person.
What type of person is that?
Cold-hearted person.
Cold-hearted person.
Yeah. I don't see myself hurting.
Never got upset and not hurt somebody?
No, sir. Well, everybody got upset.
Uh-huh.
And they lied about that. As far as getting upset and going off and stuff like that, I don't.
Well, let me ask you this, man. why will people be saying, you know, why all these people will be saying you guys?
Probably because Caleb was my cousin, and they saw, and me and Caleb was together or something like that. And Marty saw me and him together. So they figured if he always with Caleb, he probably know who Caleb had beef with, who Caleb all let come to the house, who Caleb hung out with, who Caleb did this, who Caleb did that. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, but stuff like that, no. I don't know who he had beef with or anything like that.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. I'm positive.
So you don't know nothing about this incident?
No, sir.
You ain't heard anything about it?
No, sir. As far as my grandma said, what she said, like that.
And what she said again?
She had said that she think it was somebody in the family or something like that. And the dude on the corner at that store told us he see like the same thing, and I was thinking to myself, it can't be, because everybody in Caleb's family is too sweet like that, and nobody on our side of the family even met that side with my grandfather. His side of the family, Caleb now. So that's all like, no. Y'all can't. I understand y'all want to know who did this and all, but as far as the information, I honestly don't know. With the swab and all that, I said, I didn't see no point of doing it like I just told that detective right there. I said, you find anything the same day, you got my grandmother's number, you know where she live at, I'll come in and do everything.
What you mean by that? You gotta clarify for me.
I mean, as far as me not being out there since June, there's no even way of point. And for
what do you mean finding things?
He said something like, if he come across anything next 2 or 3 months, he just want to make sure I'm out the way. But like I said, you got my grandmother's number, you got my number, you got the address. I'm not going nowhere. I'm there. I go to Spencer High School. I'm there. You call her, ask her. And like I said, I told y'all I'll think about it, but I just didn't see no point in doing that. But yeah.
Okay. Well, appreciate it. You know, and dash. Just supporting the process, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I want to say this to you again. You hear anything, or you remember something that you may not remember tonight,
give y'all a call.
Give us a call.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let me go check on some stuff. See if I can get you out of here.
All right.
Appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming down. Okay?
Can you please take me home now? I'm sleepy as a dog, man.
Give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay. All right.
Thank you. I just get a vibe about you, and you know, some just keep telling me that you things not getting up here, man. I don't think you're being true.
I'm being 100% truthful.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are. You know, I've been doing this, you know, some time now, speaking with people, and some things you telling me don't make any. It's not adding up. It's not jiving.
Well, I'm telling you what I know, and from what I have done with Caleb, and as far as being around him and stuff like that.
Well, I think you know more than what you're telling me.
I honestly don't.
I do. And deep down inside, you may know why I feel that way.
Not really. As far as you asked me what my whereabouts were, I told you. My grandma can vouch for me.
Is there anything you want to get off your mind? Anything you want to get off your chest?
No, sir.
Anything you can get off your heart?
No, sir. See, I'm looking at you eye to eye as a man.
As a man.
I don't have nothing. I mean, like, if you don't believe me or whatever, I mean, that's just how you feel.
Okay.
Eye to eye. There was nothing I know about this. Nothing.
So a person look like you can do that?
No, sir. Never, ever. Can harm nobody.
A person like you won't kill an innocent child?
No, sir, I would not.
A person like you won't kill a grandmother?
No.
Hearing a person like Miss Gloria?
No.
A person like you won't kill Caleb?
No. been straightforward just since the first moment I walked in.
Well, I thank you for your time. Give us a few minutes, and we'll get you out. Okay, you gotta go to school tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, take me a shower, get ready for school.
Okay.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guess we fixing to go then. Let me ask you this: we had some people down there talking to your grandma. Is there any reason why they would tell us that you and Caleb were kind of like video game buddies?
We never had the same systems.
Well, I'm just asking.
No.
Yeah, that's what they were telling us, which made me kind of wonder.
No.
You were telling me y'all weren't that close, and you don't really know much about him. So you don't play no games with him online? Or
No, sir.
I know Detective Malone here told you what he thought about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
You understand, if I knew anything, I would tell y'all, but as far as like video game buddies and stuff like that, I don't play any games, I don't own any. Last game I owned was right before I lost my last job, was working at Waffle House. I worked at Little Caesars before that. And I barely could afford to make payments on that, so I took that back.
I think you know more than you tell me.
Which I don't.
I'm just telling you, I'm being honest with you. I tell you since I come through this front door with you, but there's something in me telling me that you can help me out. I don't know why you're holding back.
I'm not holding back, I promise you.
Being honest with you.
Same thing I told him.
You know, I don't, my job is not to bullshit people. And there's just something, everything you're saying to me, it's like you want to dance around everything. I don't get that. Because it's your cousin.
I understand. I'm telling you what I know. From my family members to theirs, they know I don't have much contact with Caleb. Caleb don't tell me anything. I don't do anything with him. Like as far as video games or anything.
But you say you tell me if you did, right?
Yes, sir, I would.
Get your home with your grandma.
When investigators downloaded and analyzed Javar's phone data, they discovered deleted messages exchanged between him and Caleb Short on the night of the murders. Detectives brought Javar in for another round of questioning.
Just to reiterate, suburban detectives came out to your residence on today in reference to a search warrant for your person. Okay, we have a search warrant today to obtain DNA, hair, and photographs of your body. We'll photograph those and collect DNA from you. Okay, in reference to the investigation. We previously spoke to you prior to this, requested, for you to provide the DNA, but you refused at that particular time. So in return, we obtained a search warrant. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And also get a search warrant for DNA, hair, and also photograph you. Okay. You will be provided a copy of the search warrant.
Sure.
On this complete. Your phone, we'll get your phone returned back to you. Thanks, Marcel. Marcel.
Hey, what's up, man?
What Reynolds? Yeah. Technician. Okay. It's gonna be got the process which if you would just come right here. It's chill right here for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Get poked down.
Nah. Basically what we obtained the samples, to your cheeks, right in the sheet. That's all it is. And he explained to you about relation of hair.
Just curious about it. I hang the skull and
skeleton.
Yes, I don't know why I said skull.
He was here when I got here. I don't know, he's probably been here for a while.
All right, I'm gonna just I'm gonna rub this in one side of your cheeks.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a second one to the other side.
Okay.
All right. Said I'll try to be quick, buddy. Got to kind of take like 25 random ones, okay? And I didn't even take it out there. Sorry.
Don't be scared to dig off in there either. They gonna hurt you.
Okay. Has anything been hurting you? Okay.
I have a big head, man.
I didn't wake up this morning and say, bet I'm gonna be plucking hairs out of top of somebody's head. That'd been the last thing. If anybody said that was what I was gonna be doing today. How old are you?
17.
17. One more. Alright, I need to drop the pants and get some.
Oh, and so hey, I don't know what y'all got going on.
Just a second. We'll walk you over to us.
Back.
No one won't be doing this just cause.
Yeah. I understand.
It's part of this process. So,
Good job.
now, been talking to you back and forth, This opportunity is here. Anything you can tell us at this point. Okay? So right now I want to tell you something. I said, got your DNA. That's your fingerprints, okay? Okay. So is there anything that you want to tell us?
No, sir.
You provided us with your phone last time, and the strange thing was that phone, man. We tried to download it. A lot of times people think it's just share some knowledge with you. A lot of times people think when they delete stuff, that it's gone.
Oh, I ain't worried about it.
Listen. I just want to let you know, just share some knowledge with you. A lot of times people think they delete stuff from phones and stuff, and they think it's gone, but it's not gone. The minute you put stuff on there, text messages, phone calls, call logs, all that, etc. That stuff is not gone. It's not deleted. We have ways of pulling that stuff up.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now, you just keep that in mind, okay?
Yes, sir.
That kind of looks kind of being deceitful, kind of not trustworthy when you come in here. Gave me a phone and was doing, you said a T-Mobile update.
Yeah, you saw it was on like 5% when I came and got me.
That's what you was doing, updating your phone. What you say?
Yeah, because I didn't have enough space for all the other stuff, so I just did it again and then reset the whole thing. I just let it sit there and reset and do whatever I had to do.
You didn't delete that off. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't know what goes on with them updates. I just do them.
Appreciate your cooperation today.
Yes, sir.
Based on the evidence gathered, police obtained a warrant for Javar's arrest. He was taken into custody without incident the following day.
I just take the apologize about the plea. My name's Detective Malone, Columbus Police Department. As you know, today we came to pick you up at your grandmother's residence. In reference to it. More for you, arrest for murder. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is this form right here is a Bureau of Investigative Service Advisor Rights form. Okay? Go over this with you. I'll explain it to you, and we'll go from there. What's the highest grade of education that you have, sir? 10th grade. And what school you go to? Spencer. Okay, if you understand your rights, down here, this also reads waiver of rights. I have read or have read to me the above rights and understand what my rights are. I'm willing to make a statement and answer questions without having a lawyer present at this time. I understand and know what I am doing. No promises or threats have been made to me, no personal coercion of any kind is used against me. Okay. If you want to speak with me today, I would ask for you to place your initials by 1 through 6, and sign your name down at the bottom. Would you like to speak with me? No. Do not want to speak with me today? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time. We'll get you out there shortly. Okay?
After analyzing the evidence, investigators concluded that Javar's motive was pure jealousy. He envied what Caleb had. Although Raheem Gibson had confessed, detectives remained suspicious of the timeline and events he provided. According to his original timeline, the trio could not have walked to the Short residence in time. In a revised statement when agreeing to testify against his co-defendants, Raheem admitted that they had used a moped, alternating turns to reach the house faster. He added that Javar had been in communication with Caleb throughout the journey. Investigators believe that upon arriving at the Short residence, Javar convinced Caleb to step outside, where he was ambushed, assaulted, and dragged to the backyard. The suspects then gained entry through Caleb's window and committed the horrific crime. All 3 victims were bound and brutally beaten with blunt objects, causing extensive trauma. Confronted with the overwhelming evidence, Javar Tapley pleaded guilty to 3 counts of malice murder. He was sentenced to 3 life terms without the possibility of parole. Raheem Gibson also pleaded guilty to 3 counts of malice murder. Because he agreed to testify against Rufus Burks, he received a 30-year sentence. Rufus was the only one to stand trial. His attorney admitted that Rufus had been at the scene, but insisted that he had left with Raheem before the murders occurred. However, the jury did not believe his story. He was found guilty of felony murder and kidnapping. He received 2 concurrent life sentences plus 15 years in prison. Since Rufus was a juvenile at the time of the murders, Georgia law prevented the judge from sentencing him to life without parole. He will serve at least 30 years before becoming eligible for parole. Detective Malone stated that they had done their best to ensure justice was served and to be a voice for the victims.